Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 3 Direct Mail Marketing Tips You Should Probably Stop Ignoring, Part 2. Here's 3 more direct mail marketing tips, entrepreneur, you definitely need to know about. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in Part 2 of this video series, you're going to get exposed to at least 3 more proven direct mail marketing tips, and you got to stop ignoring them. Because otherwise, your direct mail campaigns, and more importantly, the hard-earned money you use to put into them, they're going to be at risk if you don't. So let's take a look at these 3 more little-known ways to make your direct mail campaigns pay off and be more effective. Here's direct mail marketing tip number 1. Entrepreneurs, we said in the first video, you got to change your customer interaction priorities. And here's what we're saying. Right now, you spend 80% of your resources and hard-earned money and time chasing new customers and first-time clients. This is one of the reasons why a staggering 88% of all businesses, small and medium, go out of business within 5 years or less, because there's very little profit in that first customer interaction. So instead, here's what you're going to do. You're going to change your priority. You're going to go for existing customers first, ex-customers second, and then new customers third. And here's the formula you're going to use. 50% of your resources are going to go into trying to sell additional products and services to your existing customer base. They already know, like, and trust you. You've already reached that barrier. You've broken through. So you got to maximize that. Number 2, you're either going to spend 30% of your resources trying to reactivate old ex-customers and clients, and the remaining 20% going after new business. And we got some specific strategies for that, but we're not going to cover that in this particular video. Now, if it turns out it makes more sense for you to spend 30% going after new customers and the remaining 20% on ex-customers, then you reverse it and you use it that way. But you got to test. Now, let's now take a look at something that a lot of people are tempted to do when they first get started trying to use direct mail. Most of you are probably familiar with Valpak, and if you're not, just Google what is Valpak. Now, we're not here to pick on Valpak. I want you to understand that. But there's some things you need to know about Valpak. There's 2 major problems with, in fact, let me just call it what some people call a marriage mailing. In other words, you take all these companies, you stick them together, and for the most part, they pay a little amount of money, relatively speaking, so they can mail out to a gazillion people in a certain zip code. Here's the problem with that. Here's problem number 1. Entrepreneur, you're mailing to complete strangers. They have no idea who you are. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they can afford what you have. And you don't know if they want it. And here you are mailing out to them. But here's the bigger problem. You have no idea going in how many of these new potential customers or client are part of the dreaded low profit, high maintenance variety customer or client. That every business has them. These men and women, they want to spend a nickel or a dime, but they want first flight customer service. They want you available at their hand and beck and call. Well, this is one of the reasons why you don't want to use direct mail that way, because that's some of what you get. Instead, this is what you should be doing. Here's direct mail marketing tip number 2. You want to keep in constant contact with your existing customers or your ex-customers. And when we say existing customers, we got to be a little more specific. We're talking about your 20%ers, the people who bring in 80% of the revenue. That's right. So here's the 5 major reasons for having your own list, so you can contact your existing 20%ers and or clients that are your 20%ers and your ex-customers. But by and large, we're talking about your 20% customers or clients. Now, here's the first thing. And as we said in the first part of this series, if you don't already have your own current list, set up a free drawing and start collecting these names. But here's the first thing you can do. You can send service reminders to these people. If you're an accountant, or if you're a hair salon, nail salon, if you have an auto repair business, this is an excellent reason to contact them. It's time to be serviced again. You can send birthday cards. If your customers are individual, or if they're married, you can send both spouses birthday cards. Anniversary cards, wedding anniversaries, and or the first time they did business with you cards, anniversary cards. Customer Appreciation Day event notices. This is a great reason to contact them. But this last one, ladies and gentlemen, this is good for your mobile strategy and your email marketing strategy. You can send them specials of the day, the week, or the month. Now, let me just show you something here. If somebody, and we're talking about an offline business here, by the way, for just a second. Somebody walks into your store, yeah, they can take advantage of your deal of the day, deal of the week, deal of the month. But your mobile subscribers and your email subscribers, they get the best deal. And you want to make that gap wide enough so that that person realizes it behooves them to get on your list. Absolutely. But you should start, instituting a special of the day, the week, of the month. This is very powerful. Now, here's the other thing. Let's suppose you don't currently have that, but one of your top joint venture partners does. This is still another reason to get that email list going or that mobile list going, because you can cross promote. They can send their customers to you when they do these special events, and likewise. And by the way, they can you can make your customers aware of your joint venture partners' customer appreciation days as well. So this is very powerful, and this is the reason why you got to get this part of your business going. And again, we're talking about your 20 percenters. Not everybody on your list, your 20 percenters. Now, here's direct mail marketing tip number 3. Let's talk about the 5, there's more than 5, but the 5 major benefits of having your own list. Benefit number 1. That list is highly targeted, because your 20% is not your entire list. So it's real targeted. Number 2, you control who gets mailed. You don't control that with Valpak. It goes out to everybody, and you're treating everybody the same. Well, I'm here to tell you, they're not all the same. Some of those men and women, unfortunately, are going to fall into that low profit, high maintenance genre. Absolutely, they are. This way is controlled. Here's benefit number 3. Your mail gets delivered 99% of the time. And I know sometimes the post office takes a wrap, but for the most part, it's going to be delivered. Let's face it, sometimes even the best email service providers, I happen to use AWeber, but your stuff is going to end up in the spam box. Now, here's the next one, which is huge. Your customers tend to keep your postcards. After somebody reads your email, ladies and gentlemen, unless it's part of a series, by and large, they have a tendency to just get rid of it. Or they'll delete it before they even open it. Open rates are always an issue with email. There's no question about it. But here's the 5th benefit, and this is huge, and I sort of alluded to this on the last slide. You can joint venture your list with other small business owners that are non-competing with yours. Like, let's say you have a database of 10,000 and somebody else has a database of 10,000. You can send an offer to each other's entire list or just to each other's 20 percenters. But you can't do that when you don't control your own list. So, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneur, I hope you can see the direct mail marketing tips and the benefits to you when you employ this type of strategy. Go after your existing customers and clients first by creating your own database. And if you can't do anything else, get yourself a free drawing going. But you got to get this list going. And your priority needs to be existing customers, ex-customers, and then new customers. And again, when we're talking about new customers, we're not talking about running ads and being on the radio and television and all that. Let your competitors do that. You can do joint ventures and cross promotions and other things. Like, for instance, let's suppose I have a 10,000 name database and I'm sending out first class orders now. People order. That's the time to put your offer in my outgoing mail. And if I can endorse that, in other words, anytime you can get an endorsement from the owner saying, hey, this man or woman's product or service is A1, you'll boost the response rates even better. But that's how you get new customers. Not this, well, you got to run the ad, and the first thing these people tell you, well, you've got to give them mass exposure. They got to see this thing at least 7 to 12 times. You're going to be broke before you get that first customer or client. So let's not go there. So on that note, For those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line in the next 90 days or less without adding any new customers or clients, entrepreneur, then do yourself a favor. Grab that free 9-page special report. Just head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales to get it. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.